What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of some Titan Arena Recasting here. I am your host, Crashy. This is going to be brought to you by MLG and Schamtoo. Thank you so much for putting out these replays. And without further ado, we're going to be looking at game number 1 of the Titan Arena, of game number 1 of LunatiK versus LighT Esports in Titan Arena. You can see over on this blue side, the left-hand side, we do have LunatiK. It's going to be Hospital on Tyrande, Sidelow on Zagara, Daihu on ETC, Protege on Uther, and Falstad for Ivy Slime. Over on the right-hand side, we have the team LighT Esports. We're going to have Kawaii Rice on Rhaegar, Tychus, Miwa, Caterpillar filling in on that Diablo, Ursidon on Sergeant Hammer, and Pythix on Tassadar. Gates are about to open, and we do see Falstad looking to take that solo lane here. The Hawk coming across, the Owl coming across that middle. And it does look like LighT Esports looking to take that early lead onto this watchtower. You do have a split setup kind of going out for LunatiK as they are, you know, kind of scaling across the map. We're going to have the top 1v1 lane of Daihu versus Tychus here. Miwa on Tychus. We have a mid tri-lane potentially, and Tassadar now rotating down to this bottom lane, catching up to his creeps. He's going to be 1v1 laning against Falstad. So now the 3-man lane coming out. Ursidon sitting in siege mode here. He's going to be looking to push out this lane. Caterpillar just zoning for him as well. Daihu sitting in that top lane. He's going to be laning against Miwa. A little bit of slow gameplay coming out right now as the watchtower is still in control of LighT Esports. Sidelow, Hospital, and Protege just pushing against this hard siege lane as they do have kind of coming out here. So a bit of a protect the hammer mid lane kind of coming out right now. And we can see Kawaii Rice just looking to take out some of the creeps here from Zagara. So he's going to be using that Storm Shield as well, rotating around a bit. Again, Caterpillar just trying to zone a little bit for Ursidon, as it does look like about the time for the temples to be popping here. You can see LunatiK trying to take over a little bit, as it doesn't look like any of the bot laners have actually left quite yet. Now just still trying to get as much of this experience as possible. Daihu staying top as Miwa is going to be coming down, so a little bit of extra soak coming out. And it does look like Tassadar coming up from that bottom lane as well. So now LunatiK getting 2 extra lanes of soak currently, while LighT Esports just looking to take over this temple. They do have all 5. Daihu taking control of that watchtower. It does look like Ivy Slime is here, so now 5v5. A little bit of an advantage in terms of experience coming out from LunatiK. Daihu just trying to stay in front, trying to tank for that team, and it does look like they're just dancing until that level 4. Looks like the level 4 talents are going to be coming out for LunatiK now. We can see some Echo Petal, this healing ward coming out from Tyrande. So it does look like LighT is actually going to be looking to disengage off of this now. They don't quite have that. They're looking to just get in their lane and get their level 4 as well. So you can see them taking in that lane, getting that level 4 talents. Now Caterpillar getting stunned out. Looks like Daihu might be going in here. He is getting a little bit caught out, but he is going to be pushing out a lot of damage with his team, staying in that front. That double stun there. Caterpillar absolutely getting destroyed there. First blood coming out from LunatiK onto Diablo. Caterpillar, they were able to finish up that temple as well. At top temple, not being contested at all, and they are going to be looking to rotate up there. So now we see Hospital, Protege, and Daihu up in this top lane. They are going to be looking to contest this. About a half a level lead here. The level 4 is coming out from both teams. We can see LighT Esports with the double healing ward. A little bit of an interesting talent pickup with chain reaction on Rhaegar, but the rest of the talents look pretty standard here. So now you can see Protege just controlling that top temple. Daihu putting out a little bit of zone. So it does look like Falstad might have been almost caught out in that bot lane. But if anything, just looking to kind of distract the team. Ursidon and his team of LighT Esports are going to be looking to take a little bit of experience in that mid lane, while Daihu, Protege, and Hospital were taking a lot of experience in that top lane in the form of this temple. Daihu potentially going to be looking to wrap around on Miwa, or rather Miwa wrap around. Daihu just zoning out. Protege going to be taking a little bit of damage on that temple, but he should be able to go ahead and take that. They're stepping off of it as it is going to be finished here. So about a level lead here for LunatiK. So we do see this triple lane still going on in this mid lane. Ursidon maybe looking to get some extra experience for his team in the form of a tower pickup. See a little bit of a cheeky play coming out. Protege just backing in that top lane. Daihu putting a little bit of damage, taking the shot there, getting a little bit of aggressive on Miwa, but Miwa taking a bit of damage there. Still see this tri-lane siege. So we do see Daihu continuously pushing, and a little bit of a slow lane here for Ivy Slime on Pythix in that bot lane. So he is going to be clearing out those sieges. So now we have the level 7 talent coming out from LunatiK. Oh, Daihu going in, initiating on Miwa. He's going to be putting out a lot of damage to that Echo Pedal, picking up that last hit there to get that kill. So another kill going out for LunatiK, and over 1 full level advantage now, as we are seeing Kawaii Rice just rotate to this top lane, trying to get as much soak as possible. See LunatiK going over for their bottom sieges. So we do have the level 7 coming out for LighT Esports as well. Some pretty standard talents here. We do see Earth Shield coming out and Mule on Tirana, something notable to see. See how he puts that to use as he keeps these structures safe from these temples and their lasers. So Hospital already using that in that mid lane, just keeping this wall healthy. He does not have towers in this mid lane. He wants to go ahead and put that on cooldown. He wants to go ahead and get that working. So we see the sieges now coming down. Tassadar just looking to put a little bit of damage on them. He's not going to get that much out, but I don't anticipate that these sieges will be doing a lot. LighT Esports putting a little bit of damage on this top lane. Daihu looking to potentially initiate, and they are able to pick up their knights on the side of LunatiK. So now Ursidon putting a little bit of damage out, and it looks like they might be posturing to stay in this top lane, as it looks like the level 10 heroics are going to be coming out for LunatiK very soon. LunatiK potentially looking to get a kill here, as they are going to be getting that level 10 instantaneously. Protege coming out with the stun, and it looks like the Divine Storm might be coming out very soon. We are going to see it there. Ursidon getting taken out there from LighT Esports. LunatiK getting very aggressive there. They knew they were going to get those heroics. They knew they were going to be able to push an advantage here. Daihu going to be sitting in that top lane. As terms of heroics, he does have that stage dive he has picked up, and he will be able to zone down to that bottom temple if he needs to. Silo getting here to get a little bit of this mid-experience. Caterpillar doing the same, and it does not look like LighT's going to be able to contest this. They were not able to get their heroics quite just yet. We have the Hinterland's Blast, the Starfall coming out from Tyrande, the Stage Dive, the Maw, the Divine Storm, all from LunatiK, and a little level 10 will be coming out. The heroics now coming out for LighT Esports. So we're going to be seeing Lightning Breath, Ancestral Healing, Napalm, and Archon so far for LighT Esports. So again, a little bit of a trade here going on in this top lane, as LighT's just looking to push out. They are able to get a little bit more damage, and Tychus is going to be picking up the Draken Laser as well. So now we see a bit of an engagement potentially. It looks like Volstead getting the double bribe on this bottom camp here, and now Daihu and the 5-man squad of LunatiK taking out the first fort of the game. So they're going to be rotating out here. See those two members of LighT Esports who are actually going ahead and basing there. We are going to see the same from Daihu, as they are going to be looking to regen a little bit of health and mana. And now the level 13 talent just a bit away for LunatiK. Does look like we may potentially see a fight coming out from LighT Esports. While they're on the same talents here, we have the ultimates up from both teams, I do believe. We see Caterpillar coming here. He is looking to potentially look for a catch, but they do have the boss aggro. The stun coming out. Daihu coming out with the second stun. Lots of pushback. Daihu looking to get knocked back there, and he isn't able to stay alive. The Ancestral coming out from Kawaii Rice on himself. The Divine Storm coming out on Ursidon. They might potentially get that pick there, but with an easy kill, or a very quick kill onto Caterpillar there, it looks like they might just go ahead and swap this aggro onto themselves. Kawaii Rice sees them on there, but there's really not much they can do here. This is going to be a free boss for LunatiK. Ursidon just looking to step forward. The stun coming out. Might he get initiated on by Daihu? No, he will not. It does look like they are actually down a talent here now, and a big advantage coming out from LunatiK, as they were able to take that boss pretty much for free. They were actually initiating in that fight. They were able to catch out Caterpillar. Caterpillar almost getting himself out with that charge onto Daihu, but now LunatiK just pushing this bot lane. Falstad really taking advantage of that global flight. And they're just pushing here. They have that talent lead. They know that Falstad can easily group up with them, which they have done. And now they might be looking to get the first keep of the game. At very least, this will be a wall here coming out for LunatiK. LighT just pushed back. You can see Ursidon putting out a bit of damage. That boss is actually falling very quickly, so they are able to take that out. And now we see more temples popping. Looks like LunatiK will be disengaging off this bot lane and potentially looking to go take control of a temple. We have Kawaii Rice in that top lane, getting them as much experience as possible, but I do not believe we will be seeing level 13 come out for LighT Esports in time for these temples. So LunatiK rotating over to the mid lane. We do see Daihu here just zoning on this mid lane, Silo at his side, and now Kawaii Rice will be rejoining LighT. Caterpillar potentially looking for a pick here. He is not going to initiate on that. We'll see what they do, as they are trying to avoid LunatiK here, just looking to try to get control of a temple for themselves so they can get that level 13 talent. You can see the call from LunatiK now. They don't want to let that happen. They're going to be looking to rotate over into the face of LighT Esports now. So LighT potentially looking to roam back, and it's a little bit of a dancing game here. LunatiK wants to fight, LighT doesn't, and all the while, Protege, or Daihu rather, was just sitting on that. He had the stage dive, Caterpillar going in, he's getting stunned by Daihu there, the knockback, lots of damage, Caterpillar getting absolutely destroyed, and a huge 3-man maul coming out from Silo there. Daihu getting the posture on that there, the Hinterland's Blast coming out, and oh my gosh, utter domination coming out from LunatiK in that fight. So they were actually able to get 3 kills and a huge 3-man maul coming out. Ursadon potentially getting out. He is looking to run away here. He is going to be able to potentially get out. No, he is not. Sergeant Hammer is taken out there, and this is going to be the first keep, if not the game, for LunatiK. They're pushing this keep, but it does look like, no, potentially not the game. We do see Tassadar shielding as much as he can. It looks like 2 members of LighT Esports will be respawning very shortly. Caterpillar just trying to avoid this keep's death if he can, but LunatiK taken out and disengaging. We do still have both of these temples up. This top temple, or mid temple rather, still untaken, and the bottom temple uncontested entirely. So now a 3-level advantage, and that's going to be an entire talent advantage here for LunatiK. As you can see, LighT rotating over to this mid temple, so it does look like they might potentially get this if LunatiK does not crash into them. LunatiK looking to push into LighT, but it does look like they're going to go ahead and give up the rest of that. They are going to be looking to potentially go to this bottom side and get this bottom temple as well, but LighT looking to do the same. Down 3 levels, down a talent point. It's an interesting call from LighT here. They do want to get control of this temple. They're trying to get, maybe get an advantage by looking for a pick. So Caterpillar stepping in the front. We do see now Daihu with the stun, as we've seen so many times before. Caterpillar popping that lightning. He is going to get the ancestral healing, and another big 2-man maul coming out from Silo from LunatiK. The Hinterland's Blast coming out, hitting 3 mans. The Divine Storm coming out from Protege. Lots of damage coming out. Now we see the laser drop. Miwa taking a lot of damage. The stage dive coming out from Daihu, but with that laser pop and the disengage from LighT, it does look like LunatiK is going to go ahead and let that happen. They are going to be rotating over. They're in complete control of this temple, but that does not mean that they can't get advantages other places on the map. So now Daihu and LunatiK looking to take control of this mid lane. You can see Hospital looking to push forward, and it does look like maybe a call for this mid keep potentially coming out here from LunatiK. LighT Esports push back in the base. You can see Ursadon just having to deal with this bottom lane. He is not much he can do here, and it looks like the 5-man of LighT Esports almost down, potentially a little, almost 4 levels down here, just trying to stall this out as long as they can. They need to get that level 16. As soon as they get that 16 talent, they'll be in that last chance of coming back. So now LunatiK taking control of their knights, taking control of that watchtower. We see the advantage that they've had. We see their ability to pressure globally with Falstad, with ETC stage dive, and LighT potentially looking for a cheeky play. We don't have any camps spawning quite yet. The boss will be coming up, maybe looking to find a pick with that boss, but LunatiK not concerned about boss currently. They have the knights in top lane. They're going to be getting LighT's knights here with the double bride coming out from Falstad, and LighT has to base here. They have to defend this keep. We have a huge wave coming out from LunatiK. We have a monstrous creep wave coming out, and they are going to be looking to potentially siege here and look for a fight. They have the talent advantage. LunatiK versus LighT here at this top keep. Now with Ursadon in siege mode, you can see lots of damage coming out from LunatiK. The meanwhile getting stunned there. And no maw coming out just yet. I believe it could have been used for initiation, might be on cooldown. We're going to be seeing LunatiK rotate out of here. And that is going to be a little bit of an advantage still in favor of LunatiK, as they do have that last level that LighT needs to catch up with. You can see the boss coming, potentially being called here by LunatiK, but LighT, will they contest or will they try to get this level 16 talent is the interesting call here. Caterpillar trying to step forward. We have the Oracle being popped there by Pythix. Both teams do see each other here. They know where they're going to be, and that mid temple is popped as well. LighT Esports is still down a talent, as they have been for the majority of the game. You can see Protege and Daihu still just zoning in that front line. A very, very strong showing from Daihu here. Every time Diablo stands in the front, he is able to get that stun, get a potential double stun, and knock back as well. So very disruptive. You can see LighT Esports just trying to get some experience over at their camps, but no, LunatiK will not let that happen. They're going to be looking to siege over as well. Falstad with that global flight, taking control of that mid-temple. They're going to be getting the shots, getting the sieges, and getting the advantage further and further. So now LighT, very close to that 16 talent. They are going to be able to pick that up. Tychus with the stone skin. Hover siege mode coming out as well. We have the Firestorm from Diablo. And LighT Esports, this is their time to shine. They need to make a team fight happen. They've got to get into this game. Tassadar with a double E at 13 and 16, and this is the same talent tier, as close of a fight as you're going to get for LighT Esports. One keep left alive. This is all or nothing at this point. We're going to be seeing a team fight very soon. Most likely we'll be deciding the game as well. Caterpillar looking to step on this point. Daihu with the stun, as he has been doing all game long. Not a hard initiation. That lightning breath coming out, and it does look like LunatiK might be getting pushed back here. The Starfall coming out, and 2-3 ultimates used there. Have the laser, and they are looking to just disengage. The LunatiK, very smart play. They are actually able to back up and get their tap here, their well tap. Daihu looking for another initiation. He's not going to get that stun onto Diablo, but one ultimate down for LunatiK, 2 ultimates down for LighT, as they're looking to reinitiate, and Ursidon taking a good bit of damage here. Daihu just zoning off on that front side. So you can see LighT Esports not getting the team fight that they needed, not getting the team fight that they wanted here. So now with minions on the core, LunatiK making the call to go on ahead and get this boss, but LighT Esports knows it, and they might be looking for another initiation. So again, 2 ults to 1 R down in favor of LunatiK here. See Protege just zoning off on that front side, might look for a potential sprint. Is the Divine Storm going to be coming out? We do have the boss cap here from LunatiK. This stage dive coming down from ETC. Protege with a 2-man dive. Caterpillar taking a bit of damage. Pythix taking a bit of damage. We do see the Ancestral potentially coming out pretty soon. Caterpillar with a full reheal, and only Sergeant Hammer has gone down. We see Pythix just disengaging here, but you know, the boss coming in. LunatiK 5v4 at the very end of this game, and this might be game number 1 of the Titan Arena between LunatiK and LighT Esports. 22nd 5v4 versus a boss, and nothing instead, or nothing in front of LunatiK but the core. The Flame Breath, the Lightning Breath coming out. No stun going to be onto that. Kawaii Rice is taking a bit of damage on the side. Rather, Miwa on the top left side is going to be taking damage. We're going to be seeing LunatiK just focusing the core here. No need to fight the champions. That's going to be game number 1 for LunatiK versus LighT. The GG's coming out, and a very strong showing from LunatiK. They were actually able to capitalize a lot on that global presence. There was times where LighT and LunatiK wanted to rotate. They weren't able to get where they wanted to be, but nonetheless, Falstad was standing on the temple. Daihu was standing on the temple. So very strong global presence from Ivy Slime and Daihu there. Again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is a test casting here brought to you by MLG and the Titan Arena. Thank you again, Schamtoo. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the commentary. Be sure to follow me at Twitter at LTK_Crashy, and I'll be seeing you guys next time for the next episode.